a word on DEI.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how ignorant people are when it comes to this, because basically what Republicans have done is just sort of dropped everything into this one little bucket and claim it all as DEI and claim it all to be bad. But when you look at the burgeoning of civil rights in the 30s, 40s, that culminated in some of the transitional civil rights legislation in the 50s, and ultimately the Civil Rights Act in '64, you begin to appreciate the country's journey on this. Mm-hmm. And in a matter of a day, we have a president who doesn't give a damn about any of it. Just basically go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We no longer, our federal government now can discriminate against the citizens of the country.
In every single aspect. And that's what I don't think people understand, like the equal opportunity order that Johnson put forward in 1965, Lyndon B. Johnson. It created the EEOC office. It was affirmative action. It had to do with contracting. Yep. In what universe do people really believe that DEI or affirmative action means people who are unqualified are getting opportunity? The unqualified opportunities I see are happening at the highest levels of our federal government.
We just hired a Secretary of Defense.
Thank you, because the president wanted him to, and he was unqualified. Right. Like when you see, and to be clear, white women are the biggest beneficiaries of affirmative action DEI policies. They have been
for the last 30 years.
Talk about them gaps between educational gaps and women in the workforce, white women in the workforce. You better thank President Johnson and affirmative action.
Well, the
veterans, affirmative action, that's DEI, them veteran contracts.
And let's be clear, Art Fletcher, who is the father of modern day affirmative action, during the Nixon years, really sort of crystallizing what you referenced, the contracting, the business component. This whole idea was for the federal government and for all of us to recognize the opportunity. Let's just create the opportunity. Let's not say, as we're already starting to see now that they've rolled back on these in enrollments at a lot of our major universities, the African American, brown communities, Asian communities, the numbers are slipping because when you're not required to think about it, you don't think about it.
Again, as I said, I know we got to go, but as I said yesterday, how do you account for the fact that we, people of color, women, these people were not in some of these spaces prior to the advent of these policies and programs? It can't be because we weren't qualified. It can't be because we didn't have it can't be because they couldn't find us. Right. Right? They weren't looking for us, okay?
You weren't looking for us.
I just, lastly, Target, I love Target, but they decided to roll back their diversity programming, and part of that programming is making sure that there are people who have opportunities to do business with Target to get their stuff in the stores. So I guess I'm gonna be shopping at Costco.
There you go.
Well,
Cost to the go.
Cost to the go.